A man wins $20 million. His debts disappear. His mortgage disappears. His financial worries disappear. For the first time in his life, every problem he thought money could solve is gone. A few years later, he tells reporters something unexpected. Winning the lottery was one of the worst things that ever happened to him. At first glance, this sounds absurd. How can unlimited opportunity become a burden? How can freedom become a trap? And why do millions of people continue chasing the same dream despite hearing stories like this? To answer that question, we need to look beyond money, far beyond money. Welcome to the strange root. Behind every fortune, every fantasy of escape, and every promise of instant transformation lies a deeper story about human nature. Today we uncover the strange root of sudden wealth. Most lottery players understand the odds. The chances of winning are often so small they are difficult to comprehend. Yet billions of dollars continue flowing into lottery systems around the world. Why? Because the ticket is not really the product. The fantasy is. A person buys a ticket, then something curious happens. For a few hours or a few days, they begin living in a different future. The future where the bills are gone, the future where work becomes optional, the future where every difficult decision suddenly becomes easy. Researchers have observed that many players experience their greatest pleasure before the drawing takes place, before the numbers are announced, before reality arrives. While holding the ticket, every possibility remains alive. The mansion exists, the yacht exists, the perfect life. The future remains untouched by disappointment. And perhaps that is the real product being sold. Not wealth, possibility. Listen carefully when people describe what they would do if they won. Rarely do they say, "I want $10 million." Instead, they say, "I'd finally be happy. I'd finally be respected. I'd finally become the person I'm supposed to be." Money becomes a symbol, not of wealth, but of transformation. The lottery offers something older than gambling. It offers salvation, the belief that one event can rewrite a life. The belief that happiness is waiting on the other side of a jackpot. And that belief is far older than the lottery itself. Every year, a handful of people actually win. The numbers match. The phone rings. The impossible becomes reality. For a brief period, life feels extraordinary. The winner becomes the center of attention. Friends celebrate. Relatives reconnect. Journalists call. Opportunities appear. The world suddenly treats them differently. And that is where the real challenge begins, because money changes circumstances much faster than it changes people. Consider the story of Jack Whittaker. In 2002, he won a Powerball jackpot worth more than $300 million. Unlike many winners, Whittaker was already wealthy before the lottery. He owned a successful construction company. If anyone should have been prepared for sudden wealth, it was him. Yet over time, his life became increasingly troubled. Lawsuits emerged. Large amounts of money were stolen. Family difficulties intensified. Personal tragedies followed. Years later, Whittaker publicly stated that he wished he had torn up the winning ticket. The money did not create every problem, but it magnified them. The jackpot acted like a giant amplifier. Every weakness became larger. Every conflict became more expensive. Every mistake carried greater consequences. Then there was Michael Carroll, a British garbage collector who suddenly found himself holding millions. The newspapers loved him. Luxury cars appeared. Wild parties followed. For a while, he seemed to be living the fantasy many lottery players imagine. But fantasies are easier to manage in imagination than in reality. Within a few years, much of the fortune was gone. The dream had arrived, then collapsed. The story was not really about spending. It was about identity. For years, Carol had imagined what a rich person looked like. Then he tried to become that person overnight. The result was chaos. Many winners discover something unexpected. The money never truly belongs only to them. Relatives call, old friends reappear. Distant cousins suddenly remember birthdays. Requests begin. A loan, a business idea, help with a mortgage, money for a wedding, money for a medical bill. Some requests are sincere, others are not. The winner faces an impossible choice. Say yes and become an endless source of money. Say no and risk appearing selfish. In some cases, the jackpot creates something resembling a modern inheritance dispute, except nobody has died. Everyone simply believes they deserve a share. The winner gradually becomes less of a person and more of a resource. The money that promised freedom quietly creates new obligations. The most dangerous part of sudden wealth is not spending, it is disruption. Money changes routines, relationships, status, expectations. For years, a person understands their place in the world. Then suddenly, that map disappears. Old friends may feel uncomfortable. New friendships may feel artificial. Trust becomes harder. Every relationship contains a question. Would this person still be here if the money disappeared? The winner gains wealth, but often loses certainty. And sometimes, certainty is more valuable than money. Yet not every winner collapses. Some quietly disappear from public attention, and that may be the secret. The most successful winners are often the least interesting. They hire advisors, avoid publicity, continue living relatively normal lives. They buy comfort instead of status, security instead of attention. Most importantly, they refuse to build their identity around the jackpot. The money remains a tool, not a personality, not proof of worth, not evidence of superiority. Interestingly, some lottery systems understand these dangers. That is why winners are often offered annuity payments spread over many years rather than one enormous lump sum. The logic is simple. Humans generally adapt better to gradual change than sudden transformation. A person receiving wealth slowly has time to adjust, to learn, to make mistakes more slowly. Some jurisdictions also allow winners to remain anonymous, not because wealth is dangerous, but because sudden visibility can be. These policies reveal an uncomfortable truth. The jackpot is not merely a financial event. It is a psychological event, a social event, sometimes even a family crisis. At first glance, this appears to be a story about money. Look closer. It is really a story about identity. Most lottery players are not dreaming about wealth. They are dreaming about becoming someone else, more respected, more secure, more successful, more complete. The lottery promises a shortcut to that transformation. But money changes external circumstances far more easily than internal ones. The spender remains a spender. The insecure remain insecure. The lonely remain lonely. The jackpot rarely creates a new person. It exposes the one that was already there. Perhaps the strangest lesson hidden inside the lottery is this: humans are deeply attached to the idea of rescue. We tell stories about sudden salvation, hidden treasure, lost inheritances, miraculous discoveries, winning tickets. Again and again, we imagine one moment that will solve everything. Yet struggle often provides structure, purpose, direction, a reason to keep moving. When sudden wealth removes obstacles, It can also remove the story people were using to organize their lives. The lottery does not simply give people money. Sometimes it takes away the future they were working toward. And not everyone knows what to do after that. The lottery promises transformation, but often delivers revelation. The generous become more generous. The reckless become more reckless. The fearful become more fearful. The lonely become more lonely. The money does not change who they are, it reveals them. And that is the strange root of sudden wealth. If this exploration into wealth, identity, status, and human desire made you see money differently, subscribe to The Strange Root and join us as we continue uncovering the hidden forces shaping human behavior. Until next time, take care and stay curious.